I've started to see jokes floating around about weight gain while self-isolating. There's always truth hidden in these jokes, and these are revealing our culture's deep-rooted, internalized fat phobia. Yes, because fat people are the ones that are discriminated against in America. What's going on, Moderchodes? It's your boy Long Neil, back again with another new video, and in today's video, we're going over the hot posts from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. I'm spitting mad. I just read an NBC article where they included obesity as an underlying medical condition, making people more susceptible to COVID-19. The doctor they interviewed said he was concerned about lung capacity in larger patients. I have never in my life heard anything about diminished lung capacity in fat people being an issue. Is it? I don't recall obesity being mentioned as an underlying condition in any country other than the US. Well, I would say that's probably because other countries don't have as big of an obesity problem as the US does. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Thin privilege is having a partner willing to admit in public to dating you. No, I don't think so. I think that's just you not having the confidence to dump someone because you don't know if you could do better. Because if somebody really wouldn't admit to dating you in public, that's not someone you want to be dating. Obesity is not an eating disorder. Obesity is not a thing. It's a created term whose arbitrary parameters have been moved at the whim of insurance and pharmaceutical companies and has served to stigmatize folks of higher weight, withhold necessary healthcare, justify fat phobia, and keep folks in a cycle of life-threatening, life-restricting yo-yo dieting. If you're a therapist who claims to treat obesity or weight loss, you are doing harm. No, they're actually doing good by trying to change your mindset and help you realize that it's your mindset that's stopping you from losing weight, not your genetics. Because guess what? When you go into a diet, that implies that there's an end to it. You need to go into it thinking of it as a lifestyle change. Because when you go into it as a diet, you just plan on eating however you were before the diet in 3 months. And guess what? That's what's causing your yo-yo dieting. The fat-obsessed fat shamers are out pushing their fat people gonna die first BS, along with more Americans are gonna die than Chinese or Europeans because of their poor diets. Bish please, y'all skinny bitches will be first to go. Us fatties got some meat to sustain us through a long illness. Yep, that's not how illness works, but whatever you gotta tell yourself. A wellness influencer. COVID-19 making it impossible to go to the gym. Someone who is deeply unwell due to deep anxiety about food, exercise, and maintaining thin privilege. Oh no, they're worried about not being able to go to the gym and gaining weight? Oh, did you also think that some people use the gym as a coping mechanism for anxiety and depression? No, you didn't. You just thought about how you can make thin people feel bad about liking to exercise. Wow, look at that. I love when doctors are like, before we do anything, you have to lose weight. Like, yeah, Hoss, next time my car needs fixing, I'll be sure to, bring a smaller car. Why are you admitting you suck at your job? Trying to imagine my dentist being like, oh yeah, I don't know, I'm tired. Have you ever thought about having like 40% less teeth? No, probably not, but if you had 40% too many teeth, then they'd probably say that's a problem. The same way that when you're 40% body fat, that's a problem. Happy hashtag infinite first, infinite fat, trans, plus size trans, queer. Hey, I just wondered about something lately. I think I'm not attracted to plus size women, and many people say that I'm fat phobic, but I don't want to be that. Is there a way I can start being attracted to them? Sounds pretty fat phobic to me. IDK, how to help you considering I'm not a woman, but my thin partner is very attracted to me. You need to look past appearance. Looks are temporary, but someone's soul is forever. Yeah, I understand you can look past appearance and choose someone based on personality, but the initial attraction is usually based on appearance. And that's not to say that fat people can't be attractive, but to some people, that's just not what they like. So don't call them fat phobic just because they don't find an overweight woman attractive. They just prefer somebody that's a little thinner. That's it. You choose to smoke. You don't choose to be fat. Actually, you do choose to be fat because guess what? If you didn't want to be fat, you would eat less and start exercising. But you'd rather eat a lot of food and not exercise and just say it's genetics. Huh. Alright, so here we have a conversation talking about a before and after picture. She's beautiful either way. Yes, beautiful in both. Far less health risks in one. Not necessarily, we don't know her story, but many people naturally look like the first photo and are actually more likely to have issues when they look like the second photo because they force their bodies to lose natural weight, which is really mad sometimes. Just pointing out another side. Oh, I love this natural weight. What is natural weight? Like, I guess you have a natural weight based on your height, but you're not naturally 400 pounds. You ate your way to 400 pounds unnaturally. Oh, man. Obesity has caused the NHS over 27 billion pounds. But, of course, you don't look at facts. Obesity might cost the NHS less if the causes of obesity were more known and taken more seriously by doctors. There are medical conditions that are overlooked, medication side effects that aren't addressed, hormones in our food, and psychological causes. So, dismissed. I'm pretty sure being obese is taken very seriously by doctors right now, and the causes of obesity are known. It's eating more calories than you burn. What? That's unheard of. I just made a revolution, guys. Somebody publish me. Obsessive. I'm starving, but there's nothing good to eat, so I'll just wait until dinner. Free. I still need to eat food, so this snack will tide me over until I can have a meal. And then it's the most unhealthy snack ever. And by the way, the obsessive is just called having discipline or being a picky eater. So no, it's not obsessive. When eating a donut is a healthier choice than eating an apple. When you've been craving donuts all week. When you hate apples. When your friend brings you a surprise donut. When you're hungry and an apple won't satisfy you. When you're allergic to apples. When you've had 5 apples and 0 donuts that day. When you need fuel to move your body. Reminder that all foods have value, and how healthy a food is has to do with a lot more than just the nutritional content. Food isn't black and white. Sometimes an apple will be the healthier choice, sometimes it won't. It's okay and healthy to make room for a variety of different foods in your diet. Okay, so I agree that it's healthy to make room for a variety of different foods in your diet, and I even agree that you can eat donuts and still be healthy. But to say that a donut is healthier than eating an apple is just flawed logic, and it's just an excuse to eat donuts. Just saying, the panic buying and stockpiling of food you're seeing in response to the real and perceived threat of restriction is the restrict/bin cycle playing out. It's instinctual to binge and hoard in response to restriction. Your body is trying to save you. Yep, whatever you gotta tell yourself to justify eating a whole box of Oreos by yourself. Thin privilege is a pair of rain boots. The other day I went beachcombing on a new-to-me beach. It looked much like every other Pacific Northwest beach, with one notable feature. Small springs of water broke through the sand every few feet, halfway between the land and the water, sending shallow sheets of water constantly cascading towards the waves. That was no big deal for all the other folks on the beach who were mostly equipped with rain boots, galoshes, or wellies of some kind. But me, I slogged along in soaked tennis shoes because the only rain boots I found to fit my wide calves and narrow feet cost over $100, and I can't justify the expense. This is one of the subtler aspects of fatphobia. Not only was I ill-equipped for my chosen activity, but I kinda looked like an idiot because beachcombing in March does call for appropriate footwear. I'm sure to an outside observer, I might have looked not quite bright, and thus is an illustration of why apparel is important far beyond just being properly equipped to exist in the world. I talk about thin privilege because I want us all to end weight stigma and achieve body liberation. Join me with my weekly body liberation guide. Link in profile. It's not thin privilege, it's fat consequence to not be able to fit in any pair of rain boots. If sometimes you think eating ice cream is so bad, unless it's Skinny Cow brand, then I'm good, then ask yourself, aren't Skinny Cows starving? Is this brand what I want? I'm good no matter what I eat. Well, obviously you're not good no matter what you eat because you're obese. So maybe you should try a healthier alternative, like Skinny Cow. Oh wait, you won't do that because it tastes a little bit worse. Huh, I guess you'll just be fat then. Thin privilege is running a business you call body positive or inclusive and not even noticing who's left out. Some questions to consider. When you say inclusive, what do you mean? Who are you including? Who's not included? Can all bodies fit into or use the products you sell as inclusive? Are you positive about and accepting of all bodies, or just the ones that look like yours? Can fat people physically use your space and be comfortable? Do only small and medium-bodied people use your space or buy from you? Is there a pattern of fat folks patronizing your business once and then never again? Do people in a wide range of body sizes recommend you and your business? Or only folks who look like you? If you consider these questions and aren't thrilled about the answers, it may be time to reevaluate what you're doing, or compensate someone with actual fat lived experience to tell you where your business isn't living up to your ideals. You can't always accommodate to 100% of people. You can do your best and say it's inclusive, but nothing truly is ever all-inclusive, because I've gone to things that say it's all-inclusive, but I'm too tall to participate. I don't get mad, it's just a fact that I'm tall. And being tall isn't something that I could change. Luckily for you, being fat is something you can change. So be grateful. Alright, Moderchodes, that's it for the hot post from r/FatLogic. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and share this video with your friends. Till next time, peace.